She ring the bell, and she hear the bell reply. She has to hear that one.
As we are about to start our homework for this evening, we ask everyone to come closer, where everybody will have the opportunity to touch. We would this evening do first part, we will do our Satnarine offering, and then we will do 1 hour kirtan in honor of Mama Paramita. So we ask everyone to please take a seat where you can touch. Everybody will come closer and sit comfortably where you can touch. Om apavitra pavitra Satsang Titua, Satnarine Satnarine Amrita Satnarine Swaha, Amrita Pidane Swaha. Please take water in the response. I will write it next to it, first your response to the body, as we move to the later mantras. So today we do our Satnarine offering. We know what is our guru. It has not been a year yet, so we would not do puja, but we will still honor Sri Satnarine Swami. So we do purification mantras. You watch me. Om Vangam Masidu Astu, mouth. Om Nasorne Pranastu, both nostrils. Om Aksharorne Chakshurastu, both eyes. Om Karanurme Surtamastu, both ears. Om Bahorme Balamastu, both arms. Om Mujurme Mujurastu, both sides. Om Arishtani Vyangani Tanusarvaha, May Shanti Santi. So to light the fire. So you will heat up the spoon, try to make an offering, and offer small amounts into the fire. So we join together while everybody will say Swaha. Om Endayamatamam Jajvedase Devya Swa वरदया स्वाक्षेहं वरदया चास्मं प्रजया पशुभिः आनादेन समीरया स्वाहा इदं मदने चार्जवेदसे इदं न मम ओमयन्तैरमाचमं जार्जवेदसे देव्या स्वा वरदया स्वा श्वेहं वरदया चास्मं प्रजया पशुभिः ब्रह्मा वचसेन आनादेन समीरया स्वाहा इदं मदने जातवेदसे इदं न मम ओमयन्तैरमाचमं जातवेदसे देव्या स्वा वरदया स्वा चेहं वरदया चास्मं प्रजया पशुभिः ब्रह्मा वचसेन आनादेन समीरया स्वाहा इदं मगने जातवेदसे इदं न मम ओमयन्तैरमाचमं जातवेदसे देव्या स्वा वरदया स्वा चेहं वरदया चास्मं प्रजया पशुभिः ब्रह्मा वचसेन आनादेन समीरया स्वाहा इदं मगने जातवेदसे इदं न मम ओमयन्तैरमाचमं जातवेदसे देव्या स्वा वरदया स्वा श्वेहं वरदया चास्मं प्रजया पशुभिः ब्रह्मा वचसेन आनादेन समीरया स्वाहा इदं मगने जातवेदसे इदं न मम East West North and South right? Om Adite Anumanya Swa East Om Adite Anumanya Swa West Om Saraswati Anumanya Swa North Om Devi Savita Pushkala Pratilbhagaye Yogandarvaki Tapukitaha Pujanti Vachasuram Swaganatu Now you open it up. Om Mayagni Swaha Idam Mayagni Idam Namama Om Somai Swaha Idam Somai Idam Namama Om Prajapati Swaha Idam Prajapati Idam Namama Om Indraye Swaha Idam Indraye Idam Namama Om Puragane Swaha Idam Magane Idam Namama Om Purvaye Swaha Idam Vaye Idam Namama Om Swaradityaye Swaha Idam Adityaye Swaha Om Puragvaswaram Varaditikehyam Swaha Om idam magane varvipritevyam idam namama Om Prajapati Swaha idam Prajapati idam namama Om Indraye Swaha idam Indraye idam namama So we can also see Surya Om Suryo Jyotir Jyotir Surya Swaha Om Suryo Jyotir Jyotir Varcha Swaha Om Jyotir Surya Suryo Jyotir Swaha Om Sudradivenam Savitrasajo Pratrindavartijotanam Suryo Vedo Swaha Agni Om Yagnir Jyotir Jyotir Yagni Swaha Om Yagnir Varicho Jyotir Varicha Swaha Om Yagnir Jyotir Jyotir Yagni Swaha Om Sudradivenam Savitrasajo Pratrindavartijotanam Agnir Vedo Swaha Gayatri Mantra 5 times. And we join together, we say the names of our families, those of us who have families who are not well, those who have families who have passed away. We ask Gayatri Devi to guide their Atmas, bless you, that you would have the health, strength, and ability to cope with your loss, and that Atma would be given moksha. So today we pray. Om Hari Om. Om Bhurabhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha. Om Idam Gayatri Namo Namaha Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha. Om Idam Gayatri Namo Namaha Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha. Om Idam Gayatri Namo Namaha Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha. Om Idam Gayatri Namo Namaha Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat Swaha. Om Idam Gayatri Namo Namaha Swaha. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayubhavaya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha Swaha. The first part of hour, we will mix the rain of ghee with the prasad and we make a final offering. So we join together to recite Swaha. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Agni Devasaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Shankaraya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Hampanumataya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Saraswatyaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Gurave Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Mata Pita Charan Kablobhyo Namo Namaha Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Namah Shivaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Ashtalakshmaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Durgaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Hanumataya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Gam Ganapataye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Mahakali Mataye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Sita Ramachandraye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Suryadi Navgraha Devtaye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Gram Devtaye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Ish Devtaye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Kul Devtaye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Vasudevtaye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Kul Devtaye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Pranaye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Apanaye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Vyanaye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Gnanaye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Samanaye Namaha Swaha. Om Bhuva Swaha. Om Bhuvaha Swaha. Om Maha Swaha. Om Jana Swaha. Tapa Swaha. Om Satyam Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Shugandhim Pushtim Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandana Mrityamokshimaya Swaha. Three shares, right? Om Sri Sarvadevibhyo Namo Namaha Swaha. Om Sarvadevtayebhyo Namo Namaha Swaha. Om Sarvam Vaipurnagvam Swaha. So wash your hands. So we ask everyone to please stand as we now do final last one. So your whole words are around and then silent. Om Hari Om Sarva Papa Haram Divyam Kam Devam Nirmalam Jalam Ashmetam Nayadatam Grahitva Parmeshwaram inside. Om Dev Shanti Antarikshagam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Aushreya Shanti Vanaspatira Shanti Shanti Eva Shanti Sama Shanti Devi. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sat Sat. No, you find the fire. East West Northern South. Om Vanaspatirisodbhuto Gandharyo Gandhavitam Agriya Sarvadevanam Dupoyam Prativratam Dupam Samarpayami. So everybody raise your hand right here and you pull the smoke 3 times. Om Sri Vanaspatirisodbhuto Gandharyo Gandhavitam Agriya Sarvadevanam Dupoyam Prativratam. Those of you who wish to come inside and take the smoke, you can. If you want to stay from right there, you just raise your hands and you pull into your heart 3 times. So we will do Arti, just a short Arti for here, Flora, and then we'll go to the second part, right? So somebody will ring the bell first. Narayan, Narayan, Just so forth. Take out this.
Stop.
No, I can watch the rain and no one thing, no. But I said, you know, the mask. No, we had to do it. Feeling crappy, but yeah. Does it have a feeling crappy? But yeah. I think we have one more on the by the dictionary. That's it? Yes, please. Yes. Oh, yeah. It's so close to everybody wants it. I say everybody wants it. So we said we just look here done. Yes. Sitaram. And as we all join together today, it's Mama's not Ramayan but Kirtan. If I was in a better health-wise, I would have done the Ramayan, but these few days I have not been well, and as my guru said, we have to do what we have to do. So we did our Satnarine offering, which is in Hawan form. We paid our respects to Sri Satnarine Swami. It hasn't been a year since our Guru had passed. We know in 20th of this month we'll make it a year. So we decided this is what Mama liked, which is Kirtan. Mama liked everything. Because no matter what we did, Mama would support us. And I'm so glad that Auntie Sabagi is here too. Now we do Kirtan, and we sing and we chant as a family. And we praise Sri Krishna in all his forms, all the devotees and devis. And today, we would, everyone, all those who would like to sing would come closer. So, while I am fixing, Auntie Subhagi and Laura and Shanta, they would get their songs, and we would sing. My throat is not too well, so I would just sing one or two chants, but I will still give a short discourse. And today is Mama's Day, but we put our Guru there also. We know last month would have been his last Ramayan, because I think every month when we do our Ramayan, it will be for Baba. Because every month for Ramayan, he and I used to sit and check. I don't have to tell you what we used to check, right? When we put the date for Ramayan, would you be able to do Ramayan? And we would sit together. And I guess this, from the following years to come, I would have to sit and make that decision on my own. And today I sat and I said, look, when you have someone who assists you, and when you grow up for, I was checking how many years our temple has been in operation, and it's almost over 35 years, because I started to come Monday when I was like 9 years old. So I started to check from then, and it's over 35 years, and we have had the same cooperation, the same love, the same unity that we have had so many years. No matter if we have 5 people, we still do what we have to do. And Mama, today is her day. So Mama would have been the mother of a home. It's hard for a mother, And I sat and I thought today, I didn't know what sort of discourse am I going to give. As mothers, whether we are sick or not, we still have to do our duty. And Mama would have done that many, many years, because Mama was 80 and over. How old was Mama? 82? 83. Mama was 83 years old. That's almost half of my age, a little more. So Mama would have done this year after year. Just imagine a mother being sick. and knowing she has 8 children to take care of 9, and Papa, and take care of all her children and do it without complaint. So that gave me a little bit of strength today, because as I got up this morning, I didn't get up my bed all day. I couldn't get up. I felt so sick. And after lunch, when it was 4 o'clock, and I got up, I said, I have to do what I have to do. And we are all here. And I told my guru, if my guru was here, he would have called me and said, well, you stay home now. I could carry on today. But look at where we have reached, where I am now in his position, like Mama. You know, you have to do what you have to do. So we joined together and we asked Sri Krishna to bless the Atmas of Mama and our Guruji. And we wouldn't let our Guruji feel left out today. We put them side by side, and he's going to witness Mama's kirtan to this evening. So we joined together. We ask everyone to get their bhajans. Tati Subhag, you sing first, na?
Vasudev Sutam Devam Kansachalum Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Vande Jagadguru Jai Hare Krishna Jai Hare Krishna Govardhan Giridhari Jai Hare Krishna Jai Hare Krishna Govardhan Giridhari Jai Hare Krishna Jai Hare Krishna Govardhan Giridhari Jai Hare Krishna Jai Hare Krishna रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम 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 भज मन प्यारे सीताराम मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा भज मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा भज मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा भज मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा भज मन सूरज भज मन चंद्रा भज मन सूरज भज मन चंद्रा भज मन पवन सुमे सुमिरो मन नारायणा भज मन पवन सुमे सुमिरो मन नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा भज मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा भज मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा भज मन सीता भज मन रामा भज मन सीता भज मन रामा हनुमत में सुमिरो मन नारायणा हनुमत में सुमिरो मन नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा भज मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा भज मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा भज मन गाई और गणेशा भज मन गाई और गणेशा भज मन बजरंगी सुमिरो मन नारायणा भज मन सती संघर्षे सुमिरो मन नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा भज मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा भज मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा भज मन तुलसी भज मन चंदा भज मन तुलसी भज मन चंदा भज मन गौर देवी सुमिरो मन नारायणा भज मन गौर देवी सुमिरो मन नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा नारायणा हरि नारायणा भज मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा भज मन हरि हर ओम सुमिरो मन नारायणा। तुलसी calling it Devi Mata ki jai. So devotees, today as we know is Mama's Day, and as a mother we have so many roles to play, and sometimes we feel as if those roles are like Lakshmi Mata. She has so many hands, you wish you could do everything one time. So there's a little katha in Ramayan where when Prabhu Sri Ram was a little baby and his mother would bathe him and clean him up nice. When you have a baby and especially when you bathe them and you comb their hair and you put on the little pampers and the little diapers and your little vest and you put them to lie down, they look so peaceful. And when they get up like Rakshases. So Mother Kausalya would have Kiki, Sumitra, all the mothers would have bathed the children and put them. But Mother Kausalya would pamper Prabhu Sri Ram and she would clean him up and put him in this golden cradle. And when she would leave him to sleep, and she go into the kitchen, she is seeing him creeping. She said, but I know put this little child to sleep.
And she goes back to the room to see, and when she goes back to the room in this cradle, she sees Prabhu Sri Ram still there. So she's wondering, how is Prabhu Sri Ram here, there, and everywhere? Goes back again. She said, probably we hallucinated. Because you know, as women, we go into the kitchen, and when we go into the kitchen, we forget what we go into the kitchen for. Have you ever opened the fridge to get something and forget what you opened the fridge for? Today that happened to me. And it happens to everybody. No matter if you're a mother or who. Sometimes you just walk and you're so embarrassed to ask somebody, what I come here for? So, mother comes today thinking, how can this happen? She goes back into the room and she sees the baby sleeping. And then she comes back out. When she comes back out in a shortened form, she sees him eating the dirt from the ground. She's taking it and he's eating it. And she grabs him up, and when she grabs him up, and she takes her hand and she tries to, when he opens his mouth, and she tries to take out the mud from his mouth, then she sees what? The amazement of a mother who is the mother who, the amazement of Mother Kausalya when she realized that she was not only the mother of a baby, but she was indeed the mother of Vishnu Bhagavan. She saw the entire universe in his mouth. Now we open the children's mouth, they were crying. We ain't seen that. So we sometimes, we say, well, when my daughter was a baby, she's always crying. My Guru Mai would hear from home. And she would come home, and she would take the baby and bring another here, and get her jari, and bring she back. And sometimes when another reaches, she says, oh God, thank God. So you know when a child cries how frustrating it is. And when she opened the mouth of Prabhu Sri Ram in a baby form, she saw what, she could not say anything. That is a secret that she kept within her. She knew that that was indeed the Lord, the avatar of Vishnu Bhagavan as her son. In Tanti Samde's Ramayan a couple of days ago, we were talking about instilling those values into our children. Many of us would have children and we say, my children are the best, My children are like Devtas and Devis. But it's you, only if you instill those values in your children, then they grow up like that. When you instill the values of the pure forms, when you show love and you share love, then your children will grow up lovingly. Like Mama Paramesa would have grown her children up just like that. They're all loving and caring, and from the time you reach there, they're so accepting, they're heartwarming, they're welcoming. Mama was always like that. When you walk in, my Mama, before you look for Papa, you're looking for Mama. Where Mama? In a home, when children come home, who did you go and look for first? Where Mommy? My children could call on the phone and call on their father's phone and it's like, where Mommy? Well, you calling on my phone, call your mother on your phone. So, children, most children are closer to their mothers, but I'm saying most girl children are closer to their fathers. Because when the father come home, they're looking for why daddy come home yet? So children are close to both parents, but it is how you yourself brings up your children. You bring them up in the right environment. This is the environment. The environment of sitting with your children and doing hawan. Sitting with your children and telling them the time between Pitrapaksh fasting, and after Pitrapaksh is Navratam, and them saying, well, yes, we're going to fast. Now children say, well, that's too long. 3 days is enough to fast. How much days you have to fast for Diwali? Well, you have to fast for Kartik too. Fasting means that we are doing self-sacrifice. When you want something from Bhagavan, you must show him that you're willing to make all the sacrifices. As women, as mothers make so many sacrifices in life, and I think sometimes they're overlooked. Some women sacrifice education. In a long time, women were sacrificing a lot. My grandmother would sit and tell me she got married at 12 years old. And she had to become an adult at 12 years old. Now at 12 years old, our children, they're still looking at Peppa Pig. So we would not want that for our children. Long-term, the mentality of parents would, when you have a girl child, and that's a burden, the whole village. So you care about what society thinks. You don't care about what you think, you don't care about the child, you think about society things. Society thinks I have a girl child, she ain't married yet, but look at she get old in my house and she get married or whatever. That will never happen to your children. Make sure your girl children are independent, so that in the event of, society can't mind your children when the marriage breaks up. Society cannot take care of your daughters when things happen to them. When they stand on their both feet, you as a mother have to tell them that, show them that. And I think Mama Parmesa would have done that. Show your children that they have to be independent, get your education, earn your dollar at the end of the day. Long time women were not allowed to do those things. They were not allowed to work. The men were supposed to be the breadwinners. If you had to eat salt and rice at the end of the day, you eat salt and rice. You cannot go out and say, well, I have all my education and I can't go to work. Women were not allowed to be educated. So it is not a new era, but it makes sense. We cannot live our lives wanting. And I think long time, the women of long time always looked, they felt dominated. Because they felt as if their family was everything. And I think those are good values. Family always comes first. And that is a long time women would teach us. And we would remain with those teachings, that they always looked after their family. Their mothers, their fathers, their mother-in-law, their father-in-law, and their husband and their children. And in the morning, when morning break, you make tea, you make breakfast. Lunchtime, you make food, lunch. Evening, you make dinner. And you go to sleep thinking what to cook the next morning. And that is the life of a woman. Mama Parmesa would have done that for the entire 80 plus years, 83 years of her life. And she was still doing it at her last, coming down to her last. And we admire these qualities, we instill these values and morals into our children, especially our girl children. So devotees, we're going to sing a few more bhajans again, and then we have a short discourse again, and then we will continue. That is why you want a book. So I think Sanjay Sabagi is looking, I was singing Machari Mamita. I always wanted to sing this song for Mama, but I never got the opportunity. माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। सांस सांस की रक्षा करती, पल पल प्राण बचाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। तू ऋषियों की प्रीति की, तू ब्रह्मा की भक्ति माँ, तू ऋषियों की माया देवी, तू शंकर की शक्ति माँ, तू हाथों से आग जगाती, आगे बारी आती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। तू काली महाकाली दुर्गा, तू निहाल भवानी माँ, तू पुरानी काला शारदा, तू विनोद
तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यारी जगाती है, कितना प्यारी जगाती है, कितना प्यारी जगाती है। अयोध्यावासी राम राम राम, दशरथ नंदन राम। अयोध्यावासी राम राम राम, दशरथ नंदन राम। जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम, पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम। राम 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 बोलो, राम राम राम, राम 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 बोलो, राम राम राम। अयोध्यावासी राम राम राम, दशरथ नंदन राम। अयोध्यावासी राम राम राम, दशरथ नंदन राम। पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम। पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम। राम 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 बोलो, राम राम राम, राम 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 बोलो, राम राम राम। अयोध्यावासी राम राम राम, दशरथ नंदन राम। अयोध्यावासी राम राम राम, दशरथ नंदन राम। पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम। पतित पावन जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम। बोलो राम 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 बोलो, राम 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 बोलो, राम 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 बोलो, राम राम राम, राम 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 बोलो, राम राम राम, राम 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 बोलो, राम राम राम।
Pura Vidyapati Sri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki jai. So my arms don't work as well as they used to, right? So, I'll give you a little itihas. I heard this in a Ramayan a couple of days ago. We went to Ramayan, and it was very funny. And you know, I would always remember my guru. No matter how serious of a situation we were in, he would always have a funny moment. And this itihas went like this. There was this woodcutter who had an old rusty axe. And he would use that old rusty axe in every tree that he would cut. He could not afford to buy a new axe. And you know, long time, people had, you know, my grandfather had one cutlass. And if he misplaced that cutlass, he looked at the whole house for that cutlass. It's a special cutlass they have to cut everything with. And this woodcutter would take this old axe, and he would do all his cutting, and he would make his living, earn his living by using that axe to cut trees and get wood to sell to earn a living for his family. And one day, he went into the woods, and he was close to a river, and as he was cutting the tree, cutting and cutting and cutting, the axe fell into the river. He had no other means of cutting. That axe was what he made his living off of. And he cried, he sat there and he cried because he didn't know what to do. Can you imagine, as a mother, sitting and looking at your children crying because they don't have food to eat? No, I always remember my grandmother would say, if you have salt and rice, you know, mar and rice. And I would always remember my daughter when I would try to give my daughter, my second daughter, my first daughter is different, my second one is the picky one. And I made mar and rice and I put some butter in it and I gave her the mar and rice eat, and I would never forget what she asked. She said, Mommy, you give me the rice water that you have to throw with rice. I said, no, that is what we call mar and rice. That is what we would feed the goats, and we would eat that with butter, and that's like a delicacy for us when we was younger. Nowadays children don't know that. So the woodcutter, this is what he earned his living, by using that axe to cut those trees to get those wood to sell. So he sat at the banks of the river and he started to cry. And as he started to cry and cry and cry, Bhagwan came down. Lord Vishnu Bhagwan came in front of him. And he's asking me, so what are you crying for? He said, Prabhu, my axe that I earn a living to maintain my family has fallen into the river. What am I going to do? I cannot find it. So Bhagwan decides to test him. Bhagwan went into the water and he came out with a golden axe. And he asked the woodcutter, he said, is this your axe? He said, no, Prabhu, that's not my axe. So Bhagwan is looking at him and he said, but you had an old rustier axe. And I come out with a gold one. You could have said yes, but no. He said, okay. He went back into the water, and when he went back into the water, he came out with a silver axe. He said, is this your axe? He said, no, Prabhu, that's not my axe. So Bhagwan is looking at him and shaking his head. This is a mark of an honest man. So he dived back into the water and he brought out the old rusty axe and he gave it to him. He said, Prabhu, thank you, Dhanyavad, thank you very much for giving back my axe. So he took his axe and he held it in his hand and he said, Prabhu, thank you so much, I can earn my living, my family will now be able to eat. And Prabhu, Vishnu Bhagwan decided that due to your honesty, I will give you all three. He got the silver axe, the gold axe, and he had his axe. So he took it home. And you know, As Pandit was saying, when you carry home something new as a husband, and your wife asks you where you get that, how you would explain that. So he would kind of try to explain to his wife where he get those 2 acts. She said, well, where you get them acts? So you would not believe it, but Bhagwan came down himself, and due to my honesty, that he gave me all 3 acts because I wanted my acts. I knew it was wrong to lie. So his wife now, they have a little better living now. So his wife said, well, let me accompany you to cut wood. So his wife now goes with him to cut wood to earn a living. And so his wife now fell into the water. So the wife fell into the water. He sat down there with his axe, hugging up his axe, and he crying. So Bhagwan come down again, and Bhagwan says, why are you crying? He said, but my wife fell in the water. So Bhagwan says, this is an honest man. I'm going to go into the water and I'm going to test him again. So he dived into the water and he bring out Pretty Zinta. And he asked the woodcutter, he said, is this your wife? He said, yes, Bhagwan, yes. Yes, Prabhu, that's my wife. Prabhu said, Vishnu Bhagwan says, no, you're telling a lie. He said, because, how could you be so honest with the axe and this is not your wife? He said, Prabhu, if I tell you what happened, when my axe fell into the water, and I told you that was not my axe, you gave me all 3. The gold, the silver, and my one. He said, but Prabhu, I can't have my 3 wives, so I will take this one. So it means, although this woodcutter was uneducated, it's very funny, but it teaches us a lot. It teaches us his sacrifices that we go through in a funny way. So in life, not everything we want we get. And satisfaction means, again, we do with what we have. And as Mama Paramesa would have done with her 8 children, maintain. Sometimes children, my grandmother would always tell me, she said a long time, we would take out food for our father-in-laws and our children, and whatever remained, we would eat. And sometimes we have to add water to the dal and water to the curry aloo, and sometimes our husbands would leave food in their plate for us to eat. These are the sacrifices that women would have made. I think there are some women who still make those sacrifices. Sometimes as mothers, we don't feel, when our children want something and we know that's all we have, we don't feel to eat it. Once our children is given it, we are satisfied. Mothers are never hungry. Mothers can never be hungry because once their children are fed, they are happy. I always tell my children, you never know what you have until you know the value of it. When you grow up knowing the value of not having those things that you have now, then you value it a little more. So I think nowadays children have the luxuries of internet and tablets and phones and big screen TV. Long time we had a TV that was this big and it was black and white. You could barely see the people on it. When you see a color TV, you was like, oh my God, that's cinema time. So these are the things that our parents, these are the sacrifices that our parents have made. And I saw, as I always say, I saw it in my guru, and I would have known that from some of the stories that Raj would have told us, that they would have gone through the same things, but they always had happiness, and Mama Paramesa would always make them happy. And this is what a mother should. This is the mark of a mother. Sometimes before we have children, or we have one child. I remember telling my guru one day, when I was having my second daughter, I said, Ma, because I said, how am I going to love my second child as my first child? Because you love your first child so much. It is a question that comes to most mothers. You love your first child to the moon and back. When you want to have a second child, so how am I going to love that second child? And she's telling me, she said, don't worry, when that child comes, you'll have special love for all your children. Equal but special love for all children. And Mama Paramesa and Guruji would have taught that to us, and they would have showed us that. Because he never treated any one of us differently. Myself, he always treated me as a daughter. I would always say, Shanta and I would have to fight for that post. We don't have to fight anymore. And we grew up as sisters. And again, in Mama Parmesa's family, it would have been the same thing. She would have had that special love for each one of her children. And as mothers, we all would have that special love. And Tanti Sabagi would have had that special love for her children also. Tanti Doit, Laura, Tanti Sabagi, Tanti Saga, all of us would have special places in our lives for each and every one of us here. We would have special places for everybody in our mandir because we are so close. When you hear somebody is not well or you hear somebody is sick, you call them and how are you feeling? That is how we are supposed to live in this world today. And Mama Parmesa would have been on FaceTime if God wasn't ready for us yet. She would have been on FaceTime on Raj's phone. Raj would have never been able to go live. Raj would have had to get another phone. So this is the love of a mother. So devotees, we will sing just a few more bhajans and then we'll go to our final for tonight. So we are so happy to have Tanti Supagi here with us tonight to sing with us, to join with us, and our members also. Knowing that tonight would have been a night where I am not 100%. I think I'm on 20%. My battery is low. So, and it has been quite a long time since I played drum also. So I'm trying to get back into everything. So we'll sing a few more bhajans and then we'll continue. So while everybody looking, because everybody will looking at me. तुम्ही हो माता पिता तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा तुम्ही हो माँ तुम्ही हो माता पिता तुम्ही हो बंधु सखा तुम्ही हो माँ
आप सब भागा भक्ति जब साधा, श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा। आप सब भागा भक्ति जब साधा, श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा। जब से रामायण समझेगा, प्रेम भराई में साजेगा, हम अपने आपन को भंग दिलागा, श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा। आप सब भागा भक्ति जब साधा, श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा। आप सब भागा भक्ति जब साधा, श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा। काम क्रोध मद लोभ को त्यागो, ज्ञान ध्यान जप योग को साधो, इसको कहते हैं परम विभागा, श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा। आप सब भागा भक्ति जब साधा, श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा। आप सब भागा भक्ति जब साधा, श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा। राम चरित्र कोई कोई जाने, कोई कोई जाने, कार्तिक तुलसी पहचाने, करुण से वर्णन किए बहु भागा, श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा। आप सब भागा भक्ति जब साधा, श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा। आप सब भागा भक्ति जब साधा, श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा। राम कथा रावण गंगा है, घाट मनोहर सत्संग है, भूली गई हम नदी तड़ागा, श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा। आप सब भागा भक्ति जब साधा, श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा। श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा, श्री राम के चरणों में मन जब लागा। तुलसी गुरु महाराज जी की जय। My Guru's favorite song, आप सब भागा। दादा कोई न ल जय है। Yeah.
जय बोला भंडारी शिव हर, जय बोला भंडारी, जय बोला भंडारी शिव हर, जय बोला
We sing Koi Nana Jai. Since Subhagi sang my Guru's favorite song, we would always have to end it with something like that. So we join together, we do more one bhajan, and then we go to our final closing words for tonight. So. कोई न जय घन पार के गठरिया कोई न जय घन पार के गठरिया पार के गठरिया वो पार के गठरिया पार के गठरिया पार के गठरिया कोई न जय घन पार के गठरिया कोई न We have come to the end of tonight's katha, Satsang, Katha. Well, it's a mixture of kirtan and satsang and everything in one. And tonight would have been tonight is the second to last night, a month for Mama for Mesa. We know next month we will have her last Ramayan. Last month was our Guruji's last Ramayan, 29th of September was his last Ramayan until his yearly, which would be on the 20th of October. And, we celebrate the life of these two individuals, Mama Paramesa and our Guruji, because they were the elders, they were the mothers and fathers to us, and I always say that we show respect to our elders. No matter if you're a pundit, no matter who you are, you're never too big, you're never too proud to bow and take the blessings of your your elders. You know, a lady did RT for me a couple of days ago. I did puja, and she is like 85. And she was going to bow to me, and I said, "No, Mama, let me take your blessing." She said, "No, let me take your blessings." I said, "Mama, you already have my blessings. Let me get your blessings. I need your blessings." And she's saying to me that, you know, we must all be humble, no matter how much money we have, no matter what our name ends in, no matter where we live, no matter who we feel we are. We must always show humility. And humility means when we come in together, your roles as a mother, a sister, a daughter, whatever your role may be, you must fulfill those roles and those duties. Never feel that you are bigger than everybody, that everybody have to, you know, to be humble in front of you. You practice what you preach. What we show our children, that is what our children will continue doing. And this is what my Guruji and Mama Paramesa would have instilled in their children. Humility, love, togetherness. This is the reason why we are here today. Because family to us means everything. And family does not mean husband and wife and children. Family means those who treat us like family. Because today we are here, tomorrow we may not be. So tonight, we've come to the end of tonight's katha. You would have seen that our mandir looks very, very beautiful. Yesterday, a few of the members, I know Dasi was here at a little after 11 and she left here like after 9. She was the main exterior decorator. She put everything together with the help of Raj and Rajan, who were they were the main ones in constructing this. What you see here, Robin was just instructing, helping, and we all come together and we made it, you know, this happen. So again, we must thank everybody who came out yesterday and shared whatever help in whatever way to make, you know, as Shanta said, our Guru's send off, you know, and everything we were doing yesterday, we kept mentioning my Guru's name. If my Guru was here today, you know what he would have said. You know, we could not move that picture, put it there, you know, he would have come inside and said, "Put back my picture there." You know, and, you know, look at it now, that we have to take up the slack of where, when there is not a mother in a home, the father becomes both mother and father. Because Mama Paramesa's husband would have to now fill both roles. And the daughter-in-laws of that family, because I know there is no daughters, the daughter-in-laws of that family will fulfill the roles of mothers in that family. And here, our Guruji, I could never fill those shoes of my Guru. Although, when I come out from here, every time I walk out from the mandir, my Guru would sit there, I would put my foot in his slippers, automatically, because his slippers bigger. So you can just shove your foot and you can walk around and come back. You don't look for your own slipper. You know, we can never fill the voids that remain after our loved ones have gone. But you know what can fill the void and sort of bring peace to us? The love and togetherness that we share. That love that we share. You know, it's like today when we see Tati Subhagi and Moi, we were talking about Moi yesterday, and we say, well, you know, Moi are coming tomorrow, you know, because she said, I have clinic. She said, Monday, I have clinic. So this is fun. This is what we make fun of our own family because we love each other. We find happiness in each other. If we didn't find happiness in each other, we would not love you so much. So we were glad to see both Tati Subhagi and Tati Subhagi is such a quiet person, you know. And I was so glad that she would come up and to sing because when she's on stage, I feel happy to know that I have somebody who can, you know, when you see everybody come together, it gives you a little strength. Because when I came in today, I was feeling like, as I said, 20%. I'm still not 100%, but with everybody here, you feel better. It's like taking 2 Panadol. So everybody is like Panadol today. So we join together, we make the best of what we have. And as I said, we value and cherish our family. Mama Paramesa is not here with us anymore, and Guruji, but we will try to continue doing what he has asked us to do, which is to be a family and continue satsang in the best way we can. And when you see the smiles on everybody's face, you know, when you come to satsang and everybody's crying and everybody's sad and all that, you know, we remember the happy times. The Mama Paramisa family would remember all the happy times they had with her. And we would remember all the happy times we had with Guruji. So, even though if you notice on stage, I never sit where he sits to perform. I would only sit there for Hawan and I would come back on my side or I would sit here. It's because I feel as if I'm taking the place of my Guruji and that I don't want to. And if you look now, there is still the sheet there, the sponge gone, but it's as if he's still there. That comforts me knowing that, you know, that space there is not filled. And I think in the hearts of Mama Paramisa's family, they will feel the same way. That void will never be filled, but it will be filled with the memories that they would have of Mama Paramisa. And in this temple, I said, we don't have to worry about our mothers and fathers, because the ladies in our temple are mothers and fathers. They're grumpy and grouchy at times, but they're loving and most caring. So we have a special family. And it is only because we have made it into this. Because our Guruji and Mama Paramisa has now instilled those values in us. And we thank Mama Paramisa for giving us Raj. We are thanking Shanta. Because Raj is like everything to us in this mandir. Raj is my brother. And I'm glad to say he has one sister. And Rajan is there, my other brother. And I always admire the love and affection that Raj would show to his mother. And it shows the loving person that he is. And he has always respected me as a sister. And we continue to have that perfect relationship. Not just because he there, you know. Because Mama Paramisa, when she would call, she would talk to all of us. And he would, you know, tell her, well, you know, Pandit is here, Shanta, everybody. But Mama Paramisa was indeed a gem. So she would continue being like that. We see Shanta feeling all jealous in the corner there. But we thank Mama Paramisa for Raj, not Shanta. So devotees, before we close, I would hand you over to Raj to say a few words and then we will do our final closing mantras. What's that? Tanti voice say she like Raj because he's making coffee.
Sit around everybody. I get an abundance of mics today. It's nice to see you all once again. You know, I feel so happy. We feel so happy when all of us come together. And as Panditas remind us every month, all of you all coming here to join with us in praying for the souls of Mama and Dad. It just serves to remind us that we are not alone in this. So I would just like to say thank you all to everybody, especially to Pandita and all the members, all of you all for making the extra effort to come out to support with us in you know, asking God to show favor to Dad and Mama and put them in the correct place and keep them with Him and with their souls. So before you go, Bhojan has been prepared. Please don't leave just like that. And we look forward again. So I'm being prompted here, right? So again, you are all invited to on the 20th. On the 20th for the Bandara for Dad. And on the 27th will be of November will be the last Ramayan before the Bandara for my mom. And then our Bandara is on the 13th of December. So you all are invited for that as well. Again, we'd like to, you know, all of us here in the temple would like to thank you all for coming out and being here with us. Knowing that, you know, Dad always early, so he probably sitting waiting on Bhagwan to tell him what to do. My mom, she's a little different. She had to stop and talk to everybody on the way and find out how they're going. She see that. Alright, but you know, again, we like to thank you all again for supporting us and being here with us all these months. For the past, it's hard to believe a whole year has gone. You know, that it feels like it's just a few days. And we will continue to, you know, support each other, like with Auntie Sabagi and everybody else. You know, we're here for you all. So thank you again for coming and sit around to everybody.
Bolo Bhedra Bihari Lal Ki Jai. So as Raj said, on the 20th, we're having our Guruji's Bandara, so you all are invited. On the 22nd, we'll be having his memorial, Satsang, so you're all invited also. And on the 27th of November will be Mama Paramisa's final Ramayan. I think it's her birthday also. So what a way to celebrate the life of Mama Paramisa. So and as Raj said, you know, we all joined together with Auntie Subhagi on her loss of her son. And for Renuka's mom also, and for Uncle George's family. All the families, you know, we support everybody because everybody supports us. And Auntie Subhagi has asked me, tomorrow is her Ramai, so you all invited. So we hire Maxi and go down. So devotees, we sit where we are comfortably and let us now pray for the Atmas of all departed, Mama Paramisa, Guruji, that is Bhagi's son, Renuka's mom, Uncle George. So we pray for the families of all those who have lost a loved one. We pray and we ask Lord Sri Krishna to bless these families and give them the strength to come to terms with the loss. And we ask Sri Krishna to take care of our loved ones' Atma. And as Raj said, all our loved ones must be sitting together, you know, talking and meeting and greeting each other as pitris. And knowing my Guruji and Mama Paramisa, then when we sit down talking about we. So today we sit and we clasp our hands, we close our eyes and we bow our heads and we beg and beseech Lord Krishna to in his own way give these Atmas of all these blessed souls moksha and give us the strength to deal with the loss. We close our eyes, we bow our heads and we pray. Om Shantakaram Bhujagashenam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadaram Gaganasadrisham Megavaranam Subharam Lakshmikantam Kamaranenam Yogi Vedyan Gamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavayaharam Sarvaloke Kanatam Om Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Bandhu Chaseka Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Om Priti Shanti Atma Shanti Tabo Pratishtitam Ram Naam Satya Hai Ram Naam Satya Hai Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Bolo Sri Guru Maharaj ki Jai, Sarvadeviyo ki Jai, Sarvadevta ki Jai, Bolo Sri Sat Sanatan Dharma ki Jai, Jai 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 Sitaram. So I hope you have a safe journey home. Please don't leave. Refreshments have been prepared, so please partake. You will receive Chandan and Arati because we had our Satnarine offering also. So please, the children will help us sharing of the Chandan essence and Arati. So sit around.
Laura, share the present. So Laura, what's it? What's your Ram Ram? So we say Jai Sita Ram, right? Ram Ram. What did your meditating? get very confident, so I keep getting by. Did I get it? Or no? That's what I'm about. Después no, but just have Okay, bye. Go. Try somebody drop. Banana muffin.
Sweet,